There's something so rich and raw and beautiful about nature when it rains. One of the reasons that I come out to this area when it's been raining is because it's so moody and beautiful. It's sort of like the land comes alive. And strangely enough, I come alive as well. This is where you'll find me. When it's raining, I'm out. There was supposed to be a break in the weather according to the weather forecast, but the rain is really setting in. So I'm in a hurry now to get to camp. Thing I'm going to do, get the tarp set up, the tent, get everything cozy, and then I'll go and collect some water. am just trying to set up a ground sheet. Oh, I'm getting wet while I'm talking to you. I'm just trying to set up a ground sheet in there, and I've realised I've set the tent up on sloping ground. I'm going to have to shift it over. What a pain. What a pain, because it's sloping right towards the side where it's out of the tarp, like out of the cover of the tarp, which is fine, it's a waterproof tent. It's just that if I slide under the side of the tent, I'm going to get wet. Oh. That's not ideal, is it, Indi? Not at all ideal. Right. These ones out. Crazy how long all of this setup takes. Because sometimes the editing will make it look quick. It's never quick. It's late. So what time did I say it was? About 6:30 when I was walking in. It's 8:30. It's going to be dark in half an hour. So I need to get a wriggle on. What I'm trying to do here is open the tent up as much as possible so that we can actually sit in this area but stay dry at the same time. And the tarp ends just here, so I just don't want any water to land on the ground sheet, because if the water lands on the ground sheet it just rolls straight into the tent. I have a bit of a different setup today. Believe it or not, there's method to my madness. Because it's summer, I haven't brought a full tent. Because it's raining, the bugs won't be out, which is great. When I travel with Indi, I usually bring a two-person tent because her and I can't fit in a one-person tent, especially when it's raining. It's just awful. Too small. So I like to bring a two-person tent, but it's really heavy, and I try not to do lots and lots of camps where I'm carrying a huge amount of gear. As you can see, I've got a lot of stuff, but I just try to keep the weight down as much as I can. So I thought I would just bring the outside of my Durston X-Mid tent. It's a one-person tent, but you can set it up with the shell and the outer, or just the outer. So I thought, let's just try just the outer. Cut down on space, cut down on weight. Not that it's actually that heavy, but at least this way we get a nice big space. Indi will make everything wet though, so I'll dry her off. Puppy, come. Wait, let's dry you off. This raincoat is really good. It's a neoprene dog suit by Rough Wear, and it keeps her bone dry underneath, but she does get wet on her legs and face. So let's get you dried off, girl. Right, there you go. Do you want to go lie down? I'm just trying to decide. I've got two choices. What to do with my half hour of daylight. Set up my bed and all of that, or head down to the river for some water. I was hoping that little downpour that we had before, I mean it's raining constantly, but that heavy downpour we had before filled up a little bit of my drink bottle off the tarp, but not a whole lot. So I think that's what I'll do. I think I need to shoot down to the river super quick, get some water, and then come back and finish setting up. I've got a nice simple dinner tonight, and going to get an early night because it's going to be raining in the morning, and I'm looking forward to a leisurely breakfast and sitting out here and watching the rain in the morning. Alright, Indy. Oh, I've got my thermometer. It's been in my pack, so it won't be the true temperature, but let's have a look. Yeah, it's not all that warm. About 15 degrees Celsius, which is, what's that, 59 Fahrenheit? Not all that warm for summer. Indy, I've just taken your coat off and now we're going to go down to the river. I don't think I'm thinking straight, hey? It's so pretty. It's just lightened up. Oh, as the clouds are clearing. So just before sunset, it's suddenly clearing. It was forecast to clear a bit before nightfall and then rain heavily at 4 AM and onwards. This is going to be dark though. These New Zealand beach forests are really dark. I can hear the river, not far. Pretty stealth little camp. Green and black, the predominant colours out here. Down to 10 degrees Celsius. 50 Fahrenheit. I'm not really that cold, but I think it's because I ran down to the river. The irony is, I ran there and I ran back. And it was quite a long way. And just as I was coming back along the flats and coming up onto this terrace, I realised I could just hear the trickle of water, and there's actually a little creek that's running like 30 metres away from camp. So I didn't have to go all the way down to the river, but oh well. I've got some water that's come off the tarp, and I'll use that for Indy. This will be my drinking water here, and in the morning I can go and get more. Let's keep you under cover because I don't really want you getting wet again. I don't think she's going to want a drink because she did drink down at the river, but it's always good to offer it to her anyway. Right, I think it's my dinner time, Indy. Right, before I set the table up, I honestly have been on the go for hours, and I feel like I just need to relax and have a treat. So, this is the cutest little bottle of wine. Just trying to read it in the dark. The camera compensates for the dark, but it is actually really dark now. What time is it? 9:21. Poco Vino. It's a rosé. A little bottle of rosé that I got from a friend for Christmas. Thank you, Michelle. Cheers, everyone. I'm not sure it's the done thing to drink wine from the bottle, but in this instance it's such a cute little bottle, I can't not. Beautiful. So good to be in some dry, warm clothes. I think that's one of the parts of camping I like the most, is once you're all set up, all the chores are done, and you can get out of your hiking clothes into your bed clothes or evening clothes. Evening wear takes on a whole new meaning out in the outdoors. As I mentioned, we're slapping in the middle of summer in New Zealand. It's the 21st of January, so we're right in the middle of tomato season. My daughter made some tomato soup with some beautiful big tomatoes, and it's absolutely delicious. There's loads of garlic in it as well. So good, I can smell it already. So dinner is just a simple meal, tomato soup, and some fresh spring rolls with a lovely sesame and chili dipping sauce. Hello.
bit more. There you go, darling. There you go. Oh, was that funny?
Good morning. Indi has found herself a stick. Haven't you? Hi. We slept really well last night, except for one thing. My air mat went flat, but I sort of knew that it would, so it's my own fault. I'm such a cheapskate. I'm trying not to have to buy a new one, but I really need to buy a new one. My lovely X-Bed down mat, which wasn't even mine, it was my husband's, and he so kindly let me use it. The baffles split, so now it's like a big one air chamber Milo. I mean, it's probably 15 years old and it's had a lot of use. And then this one, which is my lightweight X-Bed Sunlight mat, it's got a slow leak and I keep thinking that I've found the source. I'll submerge it in the bath, find the air bubbles, carefully patch it and think, yep, this time we're fine. And then inevitably goes down overnight. So the same thing happened. I thought it's the same spot, and I don't know how. I've repaired it 3 times, and now I'm thinking maybe there is another slow leak in addition to that one. The long and the short of it is I need an air mat that's a little bit more robust than the Sunlight. It's so tricky when you're trying to find lightweight, small gear that's also robust. So fortunately the ground is quite soft and mossy, and I survived. Hi there, how are you doing? Hey, I've got an idea. Perhaps you didn't get your treat yesterday because I was in such a rush to get everything set up. Would you like a treat? Yeah. She gets a bit bored in the morning. She sort of is ready to get going. You ready? Hey, thank you, thank you. Start again. Thank you so much to our Buy Me a Coffee members and donors for buying treats for Indi and I for our camps. I wish you could see her face, it's so gorgeous. Yes, there you go, baby. That'll keep her entertained for a little while I have breakfast and coffee. So unfortunately it's not raining now. It rained really heavily in the night. I think the weather system came through a bit earlier than forecast. It was supposed to be between 4 a.m. and 12 p.m. today, but it seemed like at about 12 o'clock last night it started raining heavily, and it rained heavily right through till about 7 a.m. It was lovely lying in bed this morning listening to the rain. I was going to make a matcha green tea honey last night and just decided I was too tired, wanted to go to sleep. So I had it all set up there right by my bed for the morning. So that was lovely, just lay there drinking my matcha, listening to the rain. Contemplating getting up, changing my mind. started to rain again before, just as I was about to pack up. And it gave me the perfect excuse not to pack up. Just to sit here and listen to the rain. But it's stopped again, so I'm going to have to get packed up. Not my favourite part of camping. No, not my favourite part. I've been sitting here and thinking about 2026. The start of a new year. It's always exciting, isn't it? Because, you know, you sort of think about, what do I want this year to look like? And 2026 is going to be quite a different year for me. And for you, Indy. Yeah. 2026, I have decided for the channel, is going to be the year of adventuring further afield and exploring some new and exciting places. After 3.5 years of Adventure OT, I feel like I have explored the local area enough that it's no longer as exciting as it used to be. I love these areas, but I want them to be the places that I come when I need a really low-key reset, as opposed to those times when I want to go out and do something really bold, really exciting. So that's what I'm planning. Probably trips on my own without Indy if I'm heading south, because most of the area that I'm talking about is national parks, and dogs are not allowed in national parks in New Zealand, and it's really important to me that I abide by those rules. So I will head off on my own and do some nice explorative trips and take you guys along with me, and then when I get back we'll do a reset trip just out into one of these gorgeous places in the local area, and Indy can come along with me on those journeys because I know you guys really love seeing her. I keep saying that I'm going to fix this. I better get on and fix it, hadn't I? I'd like to say this is going to be the year for fixing my gear or getting some new stuff, but it probably won't be. I'm such a cheapskate. I don't love spending my money on things. I love spending my money on experiences. So I would rather spend money on the fuel to get down to an exciting place to take you on a camp than buy a replacement chair. Oh well. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you from Indi and I for all your amazing support. And it doesn't matter if you're somebody who just watches the occasional ad or just watches the video the whole way through. That means the world to us. It's not about donating money, it's not about joining membership, but if you have, I also want to say a huge thank you to you. I've had some really generous donors this month, and I just want to say a huge thank you. It's amazing. I also am on Instagram, so if you are keen to keep up to date with what's been happening, I have not posted much there recently over the Christmas period, but I'm going to get back on to doing that. So if you're interested in stuff outside of the main videos, so some of my prep stuff, some of the cleanup, some of the other things Indi and I are doing, and then some photos from the trips prior to the videos so you can see what's coming up, then jump onto my Instagram page. I think it's adventure__OT. Anyway, the link is in the description.
you guys noticed my new boots. I'm really excited about these. They're not that pretty, but honestly, who cares as long as they do the job. I'm very excited about them. They are my new piece of kit that I have bought with my money that's been very graciously, very kindly donated on Buy Me a Coffee. So if you wonder what happens with that money, there are treats that I buy for Indi and myself for camping, and then mostly it goes towards the treats that really make a difference to me. Things like a new pair of boots. These are barefoot shoes, barefoot boots, and I have been wanting to try barefoot boots for a very long time, been a bit skeptical, and then I just thought, you know what, I'm going to do it. My previous boots are no longer waterproof, they're not warm, and I've been getting sore feet because my toes are always, no matter what size I choose, my toes always get crammed up. Barefoot shoes are fantastic for allowing the natural form of your foot to exist, for your toes to spread, and it allows you to walk in a much more natural way. So I'm going to give them a really good go. I've used them on about 3 trips now. And then I'll tell you what I think. So if any of you guys have been thinking, oh man, I wonder what those barefoot boots would actually be like. Do they offer enough protection on the sole? Would they actually stand the test of time? I'll let you know. No one's given these to me. I bought them with my own money. So I'll give them a really good go over the next few trips and then give you a bit of a review. Well, the rain has stopped and I don't actually need a pack cover, but I'm going to put one on just to hide this catastrophe that is my pack, in case I see a fellow hiker. Don't want to lose face. Oh dear. There we go, that looks a lot tidier. I pride myself in having a tidy looking pack. I hate stuff spewing out, so there you go, it looks better. Oh, I think it's time to say goodbye to you guys. I don't think I'll film on the way out. I think I'm just going to enjoy it. It's lovely. Nice to have been able to walk in the rain and out in the clear, because it gives me 2 different perspectives. I love how every single weather condition, every single day, it's slightly different in the mountains. You get to appreciate different things depending on the conditions. Alright you guys, huge thank you for watching to the end. I hope that you've enjoyed this trip. I hope you are looking forward to some exciting adventures for 2026. I know I definitely am, and I'm looking forward to taking you guys along the journey. From Indi and I, goodbye, and we'll see you next time. Should we go? Go get this camera. Let's pack this camera up.